Hey guys, it's me, and this is like the first time in a very long time that I've had this great of lighting. And I'm super excited about that because for once in a long time, there are clear skies here in Georgia. So for today's Vlogmas video, I'm going to talk to you guys about how I got into the Gothic subculture. I was introduced to the Gothic subculture back around when my sister went through her emo phase, and I was about 12 years old, I believe, when she went through that phase. Like, with her being emo and listening to the types of music she would listen to, she would find some bands that were deemed within the Gothic genre. And these are like modern goth bands, like Gothic bands and everything, like Gothic metal, Gothic rock, music of that nature. I would listen to her music every so often when she would want me to listen to it. I'll be like, okay. Because, I mean, like me, I was already listening to a lot of rock music. My infatuation began when I first heard the song Memories by Within Temptation. But when I heard the song, I had watched an AMV, and the AMV was dedicated to Elk and Endurance from the Dot Hack franchise, and the connection between them and Mia. And that's what the AMV was about. I'll have a link to it up here on this and up here on the description box. I'll have a link to it up here on the screen, because that video has been out since 2006, but I can't remember what year it was when I watched it. All that I know is that I was about 12 years old. But I read the lyrics and I was just, oh my god, the song is so pretty. And I then found out that there's a music video to the song because I wanted to find a higher quality version of the song. And I found the music video for the song, and I watched the music video. And a lot of times, if you just simply read the lyrics to a song, you understand it a little bit. But if you watch a music video, like an actual official music video for that song, you get the meaning of it even more, and that's what happened. As I watched the music video, and I saw the deeper meaning of the song, and I began crying. And seeing like the different comments in the comment section below saying like goth rock, like symphonic metal, gothic symphonic metal, and me, I was just like, this is so beautiful. They're really the people who got me like identifying as goth. Like, they were the gateway. It was really amazing. And then I started listening to their other songs and watching their other videos, and it was really like amazing to me. And I started finding other bands of similar genres. And then my sister, a guy that she was talking to online at the time, he had introduced her to bands like Cradle of Filth and Dimmu Borgir, and she introduced those bands to me, get my opinion on them. And Cradle of Filth is what inspired me to dress the way that I dressed in my early baby bat years. So Within Temptation got me into the Gothic subculture, but Cradle of Filth got me dressing goth. And back then, in my baby bat years, I religiously looked up to Cradle of Filth as this huge goth icon. For me, I started dressing darker. I started to want to grow out my hair. And this was around the time when I turned 13. That's when I made the transition from dressing like a normal kid to dressing like a goth kid. And I was wearing a lot of black. I was wearing mainly skull shirts because back then, in those baby bat years, I thought that skull wear was the most goth thing ever. And I never did my research as a baby bat about the Gothic subculture. The only things I knew about the Gothic subculture were things that I would read in comments for videos of songs that I was listening to that were deemed like gothic rock, gothic metal, gothic symphonic metal. I had this stigma where I would never smile in pictures because back then I thought goths never smiled in pictures because when you look at like the pictures for like band photos and everything, like with the metal bands, like they're always like looking so serious. They always have this serious look on their face or these dark looks on their faces. Like I thought that's how goths had to take their pictures, like, and yeah, I would never take a picture of me smiling. And when I finally turned 14, my hair was long enough to be straightened. And that's when androgyny started flowing through me. And my androgynous side, it took a while for it to like come as much as it is today, but yeah. But I've come a pretty good ways with my years of being goth, and because me, I never classify myself as a grown goth. I considered myself a baby bat up until last year, like last winter, like actually no, not even last winter, like until like January. I didn't consider myself goth until like a full grown goth. I never considered, like before then I always had considered myself a baby bat because one thing, I didn't know my history that well because I started following YouTubers like Sebastian Columbine, Leah Mouse, and I didn't know my goth history that well, and I wasn't going to consider myself a full-grown goth until I had learned a lot of the history and a lot of the other things within the Gothic subculture, and decided until I learn everything and I am comfortable with how I dress and I have the things that I'd like to have, I am going to consider myself a baby bat until I reach that state, which I reached around January, like I said. And yeah, now I was 17 then. Now I'm 18. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and all my links are down in the description box below. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next installment of Vlogmas. And until I see you guys then, goodbye.